Hi. Yep. So I'm going to go through the Yanka activity with you today. Now, so uh, since uh, since at distance education, it is really hard for us to conduct an experiment with you as in a day school. So what we do is we ask you to do some simulation experiments. Okay, and now Yanka is a simulation program that you can download it from internet. Just Google it, Google Yanka for free download. Download it. The activation code is emailed to you. It's emailed to you um, in your email. Just use the activation code. So download it, install it. Then I show you how to do it. Now we go to Yanka. Okay. So yep. Okay. Now what's happened? Cancel. Yep. Okay. Go to Yanka. Go to motion. Yep. Okay. Start with a new. Click on new. Right. And you need to go to go to the motion part. Okay. Then go to slopes. Okay. As mentioned, in your notes, okay, find a wooden slope. Okay. Find a wooden slope. Now let me zoom it. So what we can do is keep it at, well, uh, in the north they say it should be 10 degrees, but let's keep it at 20 degrees. Okay? So when you're doing your question, it can be 20 or 30. It just depends on what you like. Okay. So after we have the slope, let's go to uh, blocks. Choose a wooden block, put it there. Yep. And it will fly away. So the idea is we need to let's drag it. Okay. Now we have a wooden block. Uh, well, let's stop it first. Yep. Okay, put it here. Press this button here. Let's stop it. Otherwise, it will roll away. Okay. Afterwards, after we do a block, we put a wooden block. Now let's go to the presentation button. Okay. Take a graph. Okay. Now let's set up our graph. So let's set up. Actually, yep. Let's just do this. Now, um, the idea will be I put it wherever you like. Okay. Now click on the right, click on your mouse on the right button. Okay. Now go to property. Okay, so set x as 10, 10 will be fine. You set your y with a minimum maybe 10, from 0 to 10. Okay, so yep, something like this. Okay, we can always enlarge it. So let me put it on the bottom. So yep, let me put it here. Okay, stretch it a little bit longer. So yep. Okay, then what we do is yep. Okay, now on the left hand side of the, well, again, okay, go to property. Okay, go to home. Okay, go to property. Not here. Advanced. Sorry. Okay, click on the graph. Go to the property of the graph. Okay, I went to the wrong place. Now go to traces. Okay, make show trace 1 also show trace 2. Okay, so trace 1 will be, yep, this will be fine. Okay, now for trace 1, next to, let well, again, okay, now I should, I should put it here. Okay, on the right hand side, of your trace 1, there's a button. Okay, click on this button and drag it with the block, so it measuring the block. Okay, also do the same for the second trace. Okay, then click on it, go to property. Okay, click on the trace. Oh, sorry, click on the property, okay, and it asks you what we need to measure. Okay, so let's measure. This time, I need you to measure the kinetic energy, the total kinetic energy, and also, okay, the gravitational potential energy of the block. Okay, after we done it, set up your graph somewhere. Okay, then you can start your experiment. Okay, so the idea is you can start. Also, you can adjust the time, the speed, because it rolls too fast. Okay, let's make it slower. Okay, so then start, stop. Well, let it rolls. Okay, now what's happened is then you can then you have your graph. Okay, so you can have a look at your graph and do the rest of the questions from there. Okay, I show you what does the graph mean. Okay, now the red line means the kinetic energy. Okay, now the um, green line tells us the potential gravitational energy. So as the block rolls along, okay, its potential energy decreases, okay, until this point. Okay. Also, its kinetic energy it starts from zero because initially it doesn't move. Okay. Now, the kinetic energy increases means the speed increases, okay, until it stops because it hits the wall, it stops. So the idea is, okay, now um, well, then you can use your kinetic energy equation and the potential energy equation to do all these questions on your. I show you here. Yep. On your in your book. Okay, so which is page 4.9. Then you can do these three questions, okay, using the data you obtained from the graph. Okay, so just try to do it by yourself. Okay, let me know if there's any problem. The activation, the activation code of the software will be sent to you in your email. Okay, I think Natalia already sent you guys a email regarding Yanka. Have a look at the README file. Okay, there was an activation code there.